season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Carr. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
You're mine. 29. 29. That's up.
Now Carr. And he gets it complete to A.T. Perry. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. The Saints at 7-3 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Perry. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 9.
Later one. Hey, 7:34.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Carr, he wants to change up the look here. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Calling a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for 2nd and goal. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And for the extra point try, Andrew Nevis. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play here for Buffalo. 47 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Right there, hurt.
He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Buffalo 18. Check, Bobcat.
They'll look to throw here. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. He'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. This is caught. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. He'll try again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Gregory Rousseau able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
694. Kill.
Carr going to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Carr now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now Carr again. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. On the move past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. Here's Carr. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, 734.
Again, it's Carr. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3-yard line, gotta love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
Carr, quick throw, it's complete. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Okay, ready?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find...
It's caught inside the 25. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
You're mine.
To throw, it's Carr. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
29.
From the gun, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Perry on the move to the right. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
On the ball, now. Go, Reed, go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Carr. Flushed out right. Oh, and that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Coming left is Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans. Rolling along here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Snap Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Express. 29.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he is caught. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game, that punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right? It is your choice not to use me in this situation. But I also look at it this way. You know, some coaches are more aggressive than others. They just want to take care of the football, have the ball on offense, and go at it that way. So a very interesting call, but he wants to take care of the ball himself.
Escaping the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Hurt. Right there, hurt. Ready.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check contact.
He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
2nd and 4. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. From 4 yards out. And the Bills are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score of the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here's Bass now to send it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
6:37.
To throw his car. Completes it to Perry. Finding room at midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
In motion right, Olave. They run off tackle right with Kamara. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Second down and 3. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3.
Down. 93. That's it.
Card out a throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Derek Carr scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Saints will add to their 4th quarter lead. The extra point by Mevis is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team bones it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete pass.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And just shutting him off there. And the Saints are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
Now Carr. And he's got it. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the...
It got his man complete. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught inside the 5. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's to the pylon and incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Hurry!
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Bills. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Raider one.
Carr going to throw here. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he will have a Saints first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory for him.
7:34.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Express. That's it.
Carr to throw. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So this one a victory here.